Welcome back to Blue Line Patriot, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Hellcat Pro. It's a gun I picked up today. Super excited. Ordered it a couple days ago. Took about a week to come in. Finally here. And we also have a bunch of other stuff laying around, and those are going to be later videos. So some gun range time. So we're going to be talking about the Streamlight. Put your comments in if you could figure out what holster that is. We're going to be talking about that. And this Hollow Sun here, we're going to be talking about that. All of this stuff is going to be in another episode. But today we're just going to do the unboxing and go from there. So, picked it up today. What comes in the box? If you follow me, I don't know if you're a subscriber or something and you watch these videos, a lot of times I do talk about stickers. It's just a marketing thing. Make stickers, put them out there. So I already went through all this stuff, and I'm going to tell you right now, all this shit, typical, boring garbage. All right, so this is cool because I have a 2001 Jeep Cherokee, and what I like to do is take stickers and decals from all these gun companies, a couple of Jeep part companies, and I stick the stickers on my roof because it's ripped off. It's just a metal roof, whatever. Super cool. So I like these. Now, if I don't have enough space for all this, I'll definitely cut the flag out and put that on the roof. But we'll see if I have space for it. If not, we'll do a little adaptation. Oh, these are white stickers. Damn it. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Let's do this in real time. Yeah, they're just white. Son of a bitch. Whatever. They're not actual stickers. They're kind of like cool little decal things. Whatever. A pouch. Made in China. Yeah, fuck that. Made in fucking China. That's what we did in the Navy. When I was in the boot camp, we got all of our shit issued. And one of the major missions for us, first mission, was to go inside of all of our clothes and rip these fucking tags off because they all said, everything that we had said made in China on it. Ridiculous is that. Anyway, for all my shipmates from I can't share that, but all my Great Lakes shipmates. All right, so all the paperwork, it's just fluff, whatever. Gun lock, all right, cool to have, especially if you have little kids, or just dumb people in your house. Whatchamacallit, little speed loader. I never use these. Maybe one day, but I still haven't used them. I don't know, whatever. It's cool to have. We have one magazine, 15 rounder, which is great. In the bag here, we have our Hellcat Pro. It's the first time I'm taking it out of there, so basically how it comes. Gonzo, back off, please. Thank you. Got live ammo. Unloaded, though. You know, okay, so we have two magazines. Cool. With the gun. One actual pistol itself. How does it feel? It actually feels very nice. Just about as good as I expected it to. Actually better. So there's definitely a certain grip difference between what I'm used to and what I'll need when I present. Right now I'm just trying to get out and get onto my sights. It's definitely a different hold than my Glock 43X, but most of that is because of the back strap here. It's very flat compared to other guns that I have. They're all kind of rounded back there, so I can get a grip. What this gun is actually showing me, that I always try and do a C-clamp, but I'm definitely a little further off to this side with my grip pressure than I normally am. So I need to get all the way flat on the back strap of this, because it feels like when I'm pressing out, I'm like this way because I'm used to my original grip. But with this gun, it feels like I have to put a lot more emphasis into doing this in order to come up and get down on the sights. But a couple of presentations, it's already getting easier. I'm adjusting my grip. So not bad, guys. And then the grip is definitely different, not anything that I'm used to, but I can get used to it really quick. So, and just the short little presentations you just saw me do there, I'm already have a decent grip on it, whatever. So going from something that's has a different grip angle and all that sort of shit. A couple of presentations, you'll get it. Okay, so the sights. I hear a lot of criticism about the sights. I actually really like the sights. I do. It's a nice sight picture. I'm gonna see if I can get my... it's not gonna work. But it's a really nice sight picture, guys. I mean, you're pressing out, well, for the camera to see it. It's not bad. Hang on. Doing this through the camera lens is pretty difficult. Yeah, I don't see many videos showing you the sight picture. The sight picture is pretty nice. I like the front dot. I like my front dot. Hang on. Go, bud. Go, 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 go. Hang out over there. All the attention is right here. So that's where Gonzo wants to go. One more strike, buddy. You're gonna leave the room. Anyway. So I like the front sight. I like that it's trying to focus that a little bit better for you guys. But I like that it's so easy to pick up. I mean, basically even in the regular light, it kind of like glows. You can pick it up real easy. It's not hard. And, you know, as far as the rear the U-notch, the rear sight being kind of a U, I don't know. I mean, it works. It seems pretty intuitive to me. Put the ball in the basket, basically, and you're golden. So anyway, yeah, as far as that sight picture there, guys, it's nice. It's easy to pick up. I know some people apparently have an issue with it, but I find it really easy on the eyes. So that's cool. All right, so sights are just fine. The grip is a little different. The sights are just fine. Trigger. All right, we have an empty gun. Trigger. All right, before I even do this, I have never squeezed a trigger on this pistol. The videos that I see always complain about, oh, it's a heavy trigger pull, so I'm expecting it to be like a heavy trigger pull. The heaviest trigger I've ever fired on a gun was a Smith & Wesson Sigma. Seemed like it had a 30-pound trigger on the damn thing. Frickin' hated it. I didn't buy it. A friend had it, shot it, hated it. So I heard this was a 7-pound trigger, 6.5. I'm very used to maybe a 4.5, 5-ish pound trigger. M&P 2.0, broken in. So the, you know, trigger pull on that and a Glock 43X, I'm used to the trigger pull on that. 1911s are obviously different altogether. Anyway, I'm going to compare that to this trigger squeeze right here, see what's going to happen, because I'm expecting a heavy trigger. Oh my God, not at all. Not at all. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm feeling the trigger right now. I'm keeping an eye on my front sights to see how much jiggle I have while squeezing this. There's not much. Yo, all the, all right, so here's the thing. I have zero investment. I have no sponsors. Just real information based on my experiences in the past. Dude, this is a nice trigger. I mean, it's definitely a deliberate pull. So let's do the whole thing. So we have a shoe horn here, or a trigger shoe here. Jesus, I can't talk today. Trigger shoe here, just like a Glock. So if you don't actually push this in and something hits the side of the trigger, it won't fire, because you see how that little part in the back needs to get out of the way to clear for this trigger to be pulled, right? All right, so that's going to go up. There's some take up, there's some creep. Now, when I hear 6.5, 7-pound trigger, I'm thinking a pretty heavy trigger. Nah. I mean, okay, there's some... So you pull back whatever, you get the original take up, and then you have creep, which is very common in most pistols anyway. A little bit of creep. Now, through that creep... you could feel it. I mean, you definitely have control over the trigger squeeze, because you're pulling in, you're taking up that original take up, and then you have a certain amount of creep, I guess, and you could feel it almost the whole way. You could feel it right before it breaks there. So it's a deliberate trigger. That's the thing with it. It's not a heavy trigger. It's not a heavy trigger. It's a deliberate trigger. It's not a heavy trigger. The reset on it is very deliberate. So, all right. So I'm going to tell you straight up, the trigger itself, it's definitely not a speed trigger. You know, it's not, say you're running competition and you're all about milliseconds. This isn't the trigger for you. So, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, I think the trigger itself, even if you're counting down milliseconds and whatnot, is a great trigger. Now, if you're looking for a... Fuck, I don't know. This is one of the better triggers I've ever had on any pistol ever. Getting used to, that's one thing I'll definitely say. So anyway, the trigger on it is very nice. But getting used to locking this bolt back with where this where the slide lock is at, they really need to just move it up. They need to move. So the next version of this that they make, they really need to move their slide lock up to where your thumb is. Because otherwise, and I noticed this is a big problem with a bunch of dudes already, is that the knuckle goes up in the rear anyway. So even if they have like a little like fatter fingers or whatever, maybe they're pushed up a little bit up here, and their knuckle is still going to go into that area, keeping, you know. So I would definitely have this moved up to here, without a doubt. Move it there, because there it's more of a, like if you want to lock your bolt back, you're flipping up into your work area and you're just picking it up here and you're locking your bolt back. Instead of having to do this weird shit all the way back here, like you can get used to it, sure, but as far as its friendliness to, like as far as its ergonomics, that needs to be moved up. Definitely needs to be moved up. Okay, but I mean, I still like the gun, but yeah, definitely. That even gives me a little bit of trouble. Whatever, I'll get used to it quick enough, but that's definitely adjustment, the location of this slide lock. So whatever, next version, I would definitely move it up here though. Let's see here. Trying to think if there's anything that I haven't mentioned yet. Now I did not mention this takedown lever. It actually flips up, which is weird. So it flips up and not down. Now I'm not taking the gun apart, I'm just showing you that it goes that way, and that's a little confusing because it's literally the only pistol I've ever had in my life that it goes up on. So whatever. It's just definitely some different stuff with it, but I mean, I'm still liking it. Magazine release. Let's see here. Magazine release I don't see an issue with. I've heard some people say, oh, it's small, it's tough to get to. I mean, no, it's not, bro. I mean, I'm hitting it just fine. So I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to have to train to watch this, because I do notice in my natural presentation, I do have a high grip. I like to keep a high grip, and that's definitely like in that entire area. So I'm going to have to like force myself to keep a lower grip on the gun. So that'll be a training thing I'm going to have to instill in my muscle memory. But yeah, the magazine release itself, yeah, no issue at all. No issue at all. I can't see myself accidentally hitting it either. I'm really gripping here. I can't pop the magazine out. But yeah, I mean, it is low. It is really, it's not super pronounced. Like if you're used to like Glock magazine releases, big old buttons right there, yeah, it's definitely not going to be what you're used to. But I mean, if your sole purpose is getting the magazine out, it's not an issue at all. It's very intuitive. It's right. It's exactly where it needs to be. Right below your thumb. Just roll your thumb down. Click that magazine out. Bam. Yeah, so magazine release, just fine. It's not stiff either. It's not stiff either. It works just fine. Feels great. But yeah, this is my new gun for my new job, and I'm proud of the decision to get this. But I definitely someday want to change this this rod out, because I'm not crazy about that. Whatever's happening there. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. That's it for today, guys. Again, next time I come on will be an update on this. And we're talking about some other stuff we got here. So that's it for today. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe. Stay smart.
Thanks for watching, guys. Before you go, I want to let you know about my store. The link is in the description below. If you like tactical, anti-woke stuff, this is the place for you. I have lots of t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and other stuff that make for great gifts, underclothes, gear, and loud and proud statements. Look cool, or just troll the snowflakes with Blue Line Patriot apparel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay up to date with my content. But above all, stay safe, stay smart. Blue Line Patriot, out.